Welcome back. Well, things can get crazy on a campaign trail. People tell politicians their problems. Sometimes promises are made that can't always be kept. But then there's also the giving of the odd donation here and there. For example, it's been reported that a Free State resident received a 10,000 rand shopping voucher from Cyril Ramaphosa for sharing her troubles with him. Is this clever politicking or simply unethical? And could it be seen as buying votes? Paul Berkowitz works to deepen democratic participation in South Africa. Let's find out from him whether a line has been crossed here. Paul, thanks very much for joining us. What does the law say about politicians giving people donations so ahead of an election?
I'm not a lawyer, but there are laws on the use of government funds and how they are dispersed and how they're spent. And we have the Public Finance Management Act and the Municipal Finance Management Act. So very clearly, if the donations are given in the name of a political party, if, for example, the president was giving money, a voucher to a woman that he spoke to and it was signed off by the ANC, that would be in violation of a couple of laws. If he gives it in his personal capacity, it's possibly legal, but not ethical.
Is it a bribe?
I'm not sure. It might be considered a bribe.
I mean, Paul, we know that to get people to go to political rallies, and this applies to all parties, supporters and sometimes people who aren't even supporters, they get a T-shirt, they get the offer of a free lunch, a meal, and perhaps some transport to and from the venue. Is this upstanding?
There are a lot of grey areas. What you just described, you could argue that campaigning and politicking and all of these things in the course of campaigning paid for by a political party, those could be allowed. Are they bribes? They're definitely designed to sway the voter and achieve some political outcome, and therefore there are arguments about power and whether this is ethical or a bribe or not. But in the case of a municipality or any level of government suddenly spending money in the weeks before an election or a by-election in the form of food parcels or direct bribes in some cases, that's clearly against the law. It's not only highly unethical, it's also illegal.
So it's certainly veering into a grey area and certainly a little bit suspect and a bit smelly. That was Paul Berkowitz, local government expert. They're chatting to us about donations ahead of government elections.